Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm getting my life together. Hold on, moving this over here. Need to lower the desk slightly. Oh, now maybe the desk's already lowered. That doesn't make sense. Oh, the desk was lowered. How about that? How's everybody doing today? I'm gonna be like choking and sniffling for the first however long of stream, because I definitely opened my patio door because it's really nice today outside, but that also let all pollen in here and everything, so I'm dying a little bit on the inside. But we're gonna soldier through. I suppose I can just go to this screen and we can start hanging out here. What is on my mouse pad? Got like, I don't know, crumbs on my mouse pad. But hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the game that we played 2.5 years ago, back before well, so I was actually like looking around at vegetation quality. I want to see what high vegetation quality looks like. I may regret doing that. I went back and looked. Manage saves. Okay. Do we want to start a new save, or do we want, let's start. Oh, never mind. We can do a new save with this character. Although we're gonna go in the previous map just so I can put all of my stuff in a box, because I remember you carry your gear with you, and we want to start basic if we can. Sniffle, sniffle. But yeah, the last time, to put things into perspective here, the last time that I played this game on stream, and I think played this game at all, was like the previous PNG. So like 2 years ago. It was like the first, like, we streamed it like 5 times, 6 times, and the first 5 times were with the old PNG. So pretty crazy. It was a long time ago. I'm gonna maybe it was wrong to start the game. It looks like you can't see quite, but behind my head it's generating, like, I don't know, a lot. We'll find out. Oh, that's interesting. That's supposed to, I have a cough button or whatever, and I thought I set it to toggle last night. Did I not save that setting? Hold on. Yeah, I guess I never saved that setting. Interesting. Or you know what it might have been? Interesting. I don't know. I was gonna say I thought maybe it was a situation where I just clicked the wrong profile, but no. Yeah, it toggles now. Okay, cool. We never went back and watched your old Valheim, so that's okay. I'm going in, I'm just gonna look to see what I have, dump my gear, and we're gonna take this character and we're gonna put him in a new world. Because we're gonna start at the beginning, because I assume they have changed the game in 2 years. I don't know what changes. I know, like, when I last played, they had just introduced the Mistlands. But, okay. Oh, I hear enemies. I gotta figure out which, I know this house over here is my house. It is concerningly foggy. What sounds like a fire that's burning down the building? Is that this thing? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe they changed the fire noise. Okay, which box? Okay, this seems to be... I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I also forget what a lot of this stuff does. So I know that I have a lot of stuff, but I don't know why. Let's do this. Because I was playing with a friend who... Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring some arrows. Interesting, new crafting recipes. And we're gonna put this stuff. Is there a quick way to... There it is, control. I was gonna say, was there a quick way to transfer stuff? Okay. Do I have base, like, armor? I should have troll armor, I would have thought. Well, I guess I'll just... take all of it. We'll do that. That's not what I wanted to do, but it's what I did. That's an oops. Sorry, the struggle is real here to find a box that has enough space in it that I can just dump all of my stuff in it and not worry about it. I know that that's upgraded, but I don't really want to make... This is like the thing where, like, I want to experience some of the game again, but I don't really want to, like, go through the struggle today necessarily, because I don't think I'm going to play this a ton. At least not in the near future. Maybe. Who knows? Pinewood bow. Okay, so... what we're gonna do... we're gonna sleep. To make the scary things go away. And then I'm going to go to our little crafting long house or big house in the middle. It's not really a long house. And we're going to go from there. And we're going to exit and go to another place. And I'm going to sneeze and have to hurriedly mute. Because good God. All right. Because I want to make... was that armor made... Oi! Oi! Leave me alone! I don't remember where I make armor. Excuse you. I don't think it was there. Probably here. There we go. Pants. Tunic. Why can't I make a hood? I need bone fragments for the hood, and there was like a cape or something too. Why is he being so disrespectful? We need bone fragments too. Those were, I believe... we saw them in one of these boxes. See, this is the problem that I ran into, I remember running into, is I definitely didn't organize. Like, everything's sorted, but it's not organized so that I can remember where anything is. It's just, hey, go down and open every single box. Is he really... you know what? Hold on. Hey, my friend. For somebody who was very bashable with a mace, you sure did a lot of damage to that door. All right. Oh, I have a cape. I don't need to make a cape. Did we... Where the hell are the bone fragments? We just... I think... Did we not open, like, every box? Did I, like, start from the... Oh, my God. I started one away. All right. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is why we can't have nice things. Interesting. I'm doing too much is what I'm doing right now. Officially doing too much. When I should have just started at the beginning. Give me my helmet. Or well, hood. And then I'm gonna not worry about anything else. We are going to... Isn't there like a way to repair things? Is that here? I don't remember. That's stone cutting. I don't remember. Oh, it's this button. All right. And then the last thing I want to do is make some sort of bow. But I also think that maybe we just say screw it. And I just put this stuff here. I'm taking the belt with me. Save. Log out. We go back. I'm gonna laugh if this doesn't carry my character to the other world. It just is like the base character, because I don't remember if it does, and I was just thinking that now as I do that. We're gonna use iTown the Bite. We're gonna do a new game. I don't know, one stream. I can't spell. And let's do this. Hopefully game volume's okay. I kind of balanced it beforehand, but I also, the reason I was late is because I didn't have a scene in OBS still. So I had to make that for the stream. Because I thought that the old one would still be here. But I'm assuming that was before I changed the way at some point along the line how I capture my games. And I assume that this was before that. Love a good long loading screen. But yeah, so I played it a long time ago. I played it extensively before I streamed. Like when it first came out, I remember playing it. And then, did I play this in early access too? I don't remember. I'll have to look back because I want to say it was when a YouTuber I watched played it or tried it out in early access. And I think I got it right after that. And I played a lot with Biggles, who has been has been on the channel before. It's been a while though. He actually joined me for a lot of the streams for this, so it may even be that long ago. And then I put it down for a bit because that's like the best part of these like survival crafting games for me is you put them down for a bit, you play a couple other ones, you wait a year, and it's like a completely different game then because they'll have completely updated and sometimes added new content. I believe there are 2 new areas since I last played. 2 different biomes. Because I know this one, I think the Mistlands had just been added. Well, let's see. Are there more statues? Okay, yeah. Yeah, last time that I played, this guy was the last boss. So there's 2 new somethings since then, which is fun. All right. He's not too far away. Sacrificial stone? I can't read that. His antlers are branches of iron. They crack the rocks and bring down mountains. His hooves are the sound of thunder. His voice a howling gale. I can't talk. All right. How play game? I don't remember how I play this game. I'm gonna have a lot of health for a little while though because I accidentally ate that pie right before we switched. And that's how health goes in this game. Okay, it's pick. Let's make a club. We're gonna keep the hammer that we have. So a stone axe and a club. I started with the Minecraft test though, as you saw, punch the tree. We can punch the little trees. Gotta start from some struggle. Oh god. Leave me alone! I don't want to hurt you. Why are there no stones here? I don't think anything can spawn near that. I seem to remember trying to build a like bridge and pathway up to, because it was on a hill for me. Excuse you. Time to get bonked. Don't run away. Don't run away. That's right. Put that like there. That right there. It also looked like that's not the case anymore, but I also remember clicking like repeatedly as opposed to holding down used to be more efficient. Like you could do that without losing stamina. All right, so what do we got to do? What do we want to do? We gotta, I could eat another bite. I'll eat a berry. We want to well, let's see what we can build with this. Oh, the leveled up hammer can build a couple more things than I intended for it to build. Oh well. It actually looks like I know how to build everything that I knew how to build previously, maybe. Oh well. We're gonna find a place to build a small house. That's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna do just that. can't decide. So usually I build on like the shore. How far away is a shore? You got a river down there, but it looks like at least over there it's not really boat traversable. It's kind of narrow. Let's follow the ravine, see what we get. This is a nice place, I feel like, for a house. Nice high in the air, but not great for when I have to carry heavy loads, you know, something like that. Don't get knocked out. What did I say? What did I say? I said don't get knocked out. He didn't listen to me. He insisted that he get knocked out. I was gonna complain that I'm wearing like the sneak stuff and I'm not sneaky, but then I realized I'm just like sprinting through the woods. About the most sneaky thing that I could do. We got boars. Give me your meat and leather. I can't believe they shot paintballs everywhere. What does this say? This land is hard and wild, but we who are brought here are harder still. Take comfort, traveler, in the gifts before you. The good wood... The good wood and stone. The fruits and flowers of the forest. Look also to the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quietly to them and let them eat out of your stock. Roots of the ground are their pleasure. Oh, that's interesting. I actually don't think I have ever made an attempt, and I don't know if it's because I never saw that sign or if it didn't used to exist, but I just remember it being, you know, it's time for a showdown every time I needed like leather or anything from a boar, because they had to die, and they weren't gonna just die. Hail, warrior. Rumor has it that some traders have found themselves into the 10th world. You might find yourself in need of special commodities. You might want to seek them out. One of them should be to the forest. Oh, this is the Black Forest. I probably shouldn't be in here yet. I mean, I got a lot of health still, so that's, you know, a thing. But I don't have weapons for the Black Forest. Okay, so there's a little bit of Black Forest there. That's a different broken building. It's got nothing in it. He knew what is coming. Oh, he's come back for round 2. I swear, the second that I started stream is when I started sniffling extra hard. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm busy. I'm busy. I said I'm busy. Okay, a few too many of you are starting to spawn. I'm starting to get a little bit alarmed. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this thing would be broken by now. Ow! Okay. You got the big boy out. I understand when I'm not welcome. I just wanted to see the shore. Shore's over here. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Don't you throw stones at me. Control. It's control. I can never remember the quick shift. Oh, okay. You're fast. Okay, so here's the ocean. We found the ocean. So we just got to find not black forest on the ocean. Ooh, blueberries. Ooh, blueberries. Love blueberries. Ow, they threw a rock at me. Do you think that there's a trader nearby and that's why they told me that? And I should probably find that trader because I could be safe there. Oh, they're fighting the skeletons down there, it sounds like. Anybody see the trader? Was I blind? I have a feeling the music changed again. I hope that music change isn't just because they're trying to kill me, which they are. Good. I don't know. So ocean here. Stupid. So we had what? Ocean here, like river comes along here. Because we're gonna need this in the future. Let's see if there's more ocean the other way. Because we are going to want to be set up nicely. It's this way. What's going over here? I hear something going on over here. I believed so hard that they wouldn't see me. How much health you got? Oh, you're 1 star. And we got an archer up there. Oh god, stairs are my mortal enemy in this game. Hey, friend. Excuse me, will I stand up here with you? I know there's like a whole like parrying thing that I'm supposed to be doing. I don't think I can do it with this wooden club though. I also really thought there'd be a box here, and that's kind of the only reason that I chested up to these skeletons. But I guess that makes me the loser for thinking that. Okay, I gotta be focused here. As you know from previous games, we all know that I like to do an ooh, a butterfly kind of approach to everything, whether I like it or not. And we're gonna keep doing that, unfortunately, if I'm not focusing on not doing it, because I'm really bad about it. especially in open world games like this. I heard those boars and I thought they were about to come give me problems. Hey, excuse me, please don't hurt me. I said, please don't hurt me. I asked so nicely. All right. Oh, you're a 1-star. That's nice. All right. I gotta say, these allergies are really killing me. Never open to your doors, folks. The stale air keeps you safe. Oh, what's in here? Oh, okay. Screw the bees. I don't remember what the honey is for. I know it was for something. Okay, maybe actually down here is actually looking like a pretty solid place. Because is there any flat land though to build on? Maybe I put it out here because we are eventually going to have to repel attacks. Maybe over there. That looks kind of flat. We can build a secondary base over here once we're a little more established one day. Easier defense. It's actually very interesting that those things swam away from me. I remember them being extremely aggressive. Like annoyingly so. He wants to be my friend. This seems like a nice cozy spot. Let's go right here. Build right here. Gonna put the workbench like right here. Gonna knock him out. And then for buildings, let's do... Okay, so I remember this being annoying because things can be difficult to place. Let's start with that. And hopefully I can snap to the top of it. Maybe it was the other way around, that if I could put something like this of this height. Was it that then? And then this snapped more easily to... That's what it was. Okay, never mind. That's what it was. Middle mouse button. I think the snapping is better than it was the last time I played. For building. We're gonna go really simple for the start. Just like enough space for us to live in. And then once we get to better, you know, I'm out of wood. I'll say once we get better gear and stuff, or more resources, we can focus more on making something nice. Sometime in the future. Plus, we'll clear some of this stuff and maybe have some better sight lines. I wonder what I need for a bed and stuff. I know I needed pelts for a more advanced bed. Like there were like wolf pelts and stuff you needed. But I might need deer stuff. Which would be unfortunate because they are hard to kill. Early game, I feel like. Till you have like a bow. Which hopefully soon. Please don't hurt me. No. Oh God. I thought that was the end. Will you... Some people, no respect. Oh, you know what I forgot? Hold on. Oh, we don't need to hold on. I forgot. You know what? No, we'll be okay. Just do it this way. I forgot that the fire needs to be on the ground. Nice and simple. will say something we need to do though. Is there needs to be exit for the smoke. On the fire. Which means I have to get on the roof somehow. Oh, I ran out of stamina. That's not a house that's held up by hopes and dreams. Don't worry about it. Clearly, the hopes and dreams were sufficient. See? It's great. You want crossbeam. Crossbeams. Why is it so difficult? Missing requirement. All right. Well, we're just gonna die up here. Oh, I am out of everything. Always forget to eat. I just remember not to fall towards the house tree. Thank you. Okay, I told it not to fall towards the house, but then it, you know, it wound up in another tree. It could be worse. It could have hit the house. Okay. I just did this. Come on, game. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I wasn't scared. I wasn't concerned. 'Cause 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 I wasn't concerned Put one of those there, one of those there, and then just like, I don't know, throw, well, I guess I need to, we'll do it this way. Perfect. Perfect. And then we're gonna put like one of these at the top. How's it going, Cherry? How you doing? Can't tell if that's the smoke's in the way. Damn it. Good enough? Good enough. That was the wrong button. Dyed your hair. Ooh. I like it. Hopefully it was fairly painless. I feel like every time I've known somebody to dye their hair, there's been some level of frustration involved. Although I think the last time it was a skill issue and not a like an issue with the, you know, the actual hair dye. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. I am gonna go and blow my nose one last time. I'm hoping that I've had the door closed long enough. But I'll be right back. You come to pester me. You can't come pester me. I'll be right back though. Hear me. I'm gonna put up the lie that I'm getting water. And I'll be right back. So much better. Oh my god. This is why we don't go outside, everybody. There's only pollen and death out there. And also, I was gonna say this too. So it's like super nice out today. It's like, I don't even know, like freaking. What does my phone say? My phone says, I don't know, something like close to 75. My phone doesn't want to tell me. Oh, it's 80 now. That's good. But I have been concerned because I've been seeing like a lot of wind and stuff like that. And, you know, whenever it's like super warm and wind, I'm like, okay, so we're getting tornadoes tonight. We love that. We love a good tornado. It keeps us on our toes. But, anywho, how's it going, Anya? How's it going, Cherry? The touch up. So painless. That's good. I don't know. Most of my experience with it was my brother when we were in... I think he was still in middle school, maybe? I don't remember. I remember he got like highlights at one point, like, or something like that, like purple highlights, I think they were. And I remember that being an ordeal. Wait, how do I know it's Anya? Because if you go to her profile, which I did earlier, it says Anya underneath it. And because she was commenting during the stream the other day a couple times. In context, I am a stalker. I am a stalker. You actually, so this is actually something funny. YouTube, because of like privacy settings, like it only sometimes notifies you like things. And so like it, you know, what's it called? Notifies you if someone follows or subscribes, but only if they have their privacy settings. And I am a big like nobody has their privacy subscribing, so I do reverse stalk anybody who follows or subscribes to me that has their thing. So but yes, if you don't want it to say that and you don't want it to be easy to find information, I don't know which setting it is, because there's like a shown name and then there's the actual like account name. And the shown name is one thing and the account name says the other thing. So for your information. Okay, so we've got oh, okay, so if I stand well, I appreciate you stopping by. I was gonna say I just saw on my phone when I looked to see the weather. It looks like y'all are streaming in a few minutes here, so have a good stream. I'm probably gonna do this for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go. I want to play Pokemon again today, so we're gonna do that like immediately after this. So I wonder why. Like the whole point of leaving that hole up there was so that the smoke could get out. But the smoke isn't getting out. So, good thing the space is temporary. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, next step, we need to figure out a bow. So I've been hearing the deer into the like out here in the woods. So let's try and find and kill one. As far as progress today, I was thinking we'd try and kill the first boss, and then when that happens, I'd switch over to Pokemon. Can you add walls above head level around the 3 sides that aren't window? Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I can basically put any of the building materials you saw in any configuration. There is like a weight limit and stuff like that. So if you have like, you can't just like stack endlessly without sufficient support. But yeah. Usually the way I do it, because well, what I'm a little confused about is not so much that the smoke isn't all going out that that hole, but that it's should be rising, and it seems to be not really rising. I heard the deer. Where's the deer? There it is. Oh, I did not expect that to be one hit. Well, the good news is we got deer skin. So let's look over here. I've lost my base already. It's over here. Right? No, it's right here. Another deer. We're gonna deal with this other deer first because I heard it. This is my butterfly to catch. There's a pig. I see the deer. Hey, buddy. You don't see me. You don't know I'm here. Now die! Now die! Sorry. It needed to, That's right. That's right. Run into my house. Then I come around the other side and you're surprised. Hey, don't be getting in the water. Don't be getting in the water. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Where are you going? That's the ocean. Why are you swimming out into the ocean? Is it because of this guy? Look, I took care of him. You can come back. Why is it going out? Why is it going out to the ocean? Come back. You're not gonna make it over there. I assume you have stamina just like me. And I can't make it over there without dying. You better get back to this frickin' land here. I'm gonna hit you with a club. If I crouch down so you think I'm not here, does that help? It doesn't seem like that helped. Maybe he doesn't have stamina? He's no longer alarmed or concerned. That is a flying fish. Stop running. I just want to be your friend. It's time to slow down. It's time to eat. Munch some grass. Don't be alarmed. I would never sneak up behind you with a club and whack you. I'm sorry it had to end like this. All right. Interesting. So that's not good. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna just like go ahead and remove those corner blocks at the top because I don't know. That'll help, maybe. That wasn't what I meant to do. All right, so wooden arrows. Those are just made out of wood. These are flint arrows, I think. Yeah. Bow. crude bow, leather scraps. Okay, so I could make... Oh, well, I need core wood. We need to kill some... what's it called? We need to kill some boar, is what I'm seeing. Or no, we have killed some boar. We've got plenty of it right here. Was it enough to make a bow? Or we were like one short, I bet. Crude bow, 2 short. 1 short. All right. I need feathers for the flint head arrow. I was going to say, why can't I make that? Okay, so it was that single block that I put is what was blocking all the smoke. It looks like. Interesting. Sure. Well, we'll find out for sure. I'm going to put that back and we're going to see. But since the smoke isn't going along the ceiling anymore, I feel like that was just that block was blocking it in for some reason. Okay. We got plenty of flint arrows. We're gonna need some feathers, so I just need to kill one more boar. Which, okay, the bed's on the mini map now. I was gonna say I need to mark my base, but now since bed's there, it'll be okay. Any sort of box in here? There's not. I hear deer again. Deer are more easily hunted once I have arrows. Okay. Do you know where any boar are, sir? Sir? More deer. Okay, that was asking a bit much. I had just been sprinting. Also, is this toggle or hold? Oh, it's toggle. Okay. That's good to know. Okay, so the boar should be... They were all over this place earlier, right? Thought I heard a deer, and I thought that rock was one. Okay, crouch down. Well, there's a boar. We'll hit our boar, and then... You heard nothing. You heard nothing. Stop moving. You feel cold. Leaping Viking hit. I landed on top of the boar. How does that happen? Now then, back down to our camp and bedtime, and then we build a bow, and then we go and kill a couple more deer, because I think we need another trophy for the boss, which I believe are deer heads. And we're just going to go in with our bow and believe. Because I believe in the heart of the cards. I don't know about you guys. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's the torch that I threw on the ground. I want it. Alrighty. Let's get a little more wood, because we can have those arrows as a backup then. Well, I didn't want that log anyways. Watch this. It's about to come crashing down and hit me in the head. Ah! Ah! The other tree hit me. I hated it. That's how people get hurt. That's why you always wear a hard hat on a construction site, kids. One more log. All right. The hell was that? Did I get an extra arrow? What did I get an extra arrow for? Now I'm terrified. Okay. Cool. Those up there so we have a better idea. That's what I wanted to do. Internally, I said, I-Town, you got to punch that workbench. Alrighty. Now then, we got to kill some deer. We're gonna use the wooden arrows first. Because we need another deer trophy. Okay, apparently I don't stay and sneak when I'm aiming my arrow. Do I still got it? Not with the crude bow, I don't. You think this is a game? He thought it was a game. But he was wrong. We didn't get another trophy. We did get another trophy. Okay. I don't remember if I need 2 or 3. Oh. Let's look really quick. See how many we need. Made it. Hey, Callie. How's it going? How's it going? Slowly. I fumbled around in my old world for the first like 15 minutes of stream trying to remember how to do anything, but with access to everything. And then, you know, we got some early game. Oh, we've got cookies. I'm jealous. I want cookies. I did get a Rice Krispie treat, though, earlier that's sitting in my kitchen, waiting for me to be done. How many was this? Was it 2 heads, 3 heads? Hunt his kin. I got you there. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, I need to put them on 6 or something. Was it just 2? Oh, this was a mistake. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're a master archer. We're a master archer who's great at lightning. Plus, I stole this troll armor from my better character. Oh, I missed. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Ow! Rocks were supposed to stop lightning. But yeah, we're kind of speed running the very beginning of the game. It looks like they've added 2 bosses since I played. I was actually laughing before stream because I went to look to see when I played this last, because I know I streamed it, and I definitely streamed it when I wasn't like, it was my old PNG. It was like 2 years ago at least. Back in the day. Ow. Bow is OP until I run out of stamina and or arrows. I don't remember where the crit is. Probably face. Oop, I missed. Is your face? Hey, none of that. It's not really your face. Okay. Maybe it's your face. I don't know where I shot that last shot at. Say your prayers. Oh, he didn't die. Hey, where you going? Take your final shot. Nerd. Did I get everything? I did. Okay. We got 3 antlers. Okay. Okay. And it's as easy as that. I say. Sweating in the gear that I took from a different character that's probably overpowered. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. That was a fun repo stream you guys did last night, by the way, Callie. I enjoyed watching that. And I enjoyed the many clips that I saw afterwards. Got him. I still got it. I still got the bow skills. Maybe I put it on 6. I can't use it. Okay, so we read the stone. It says the fun things. Oh, it's because I'm just dumb and not looking at the hook. Ah! That skull. Oh, God. I done made an oopsie. Missing required item. Okay. Stone. First of the forest, king in the wood. Lord over those who dwell at his feet. His roots will grow where cities once stood. Their blood his wine, their flesh his meat. Okay, so I'm not going anywhere near that guy. That guy sounds mean. Gear is always on top of clipping. He was on top of it. Her VTuber model is pretty cool too. I've been actually really interested in meeting a lot of the V hunters and stuff and seeing everybody's models. Because I'm used to, like, you know, the world of your VTuber model is either a human or it's like one of like 5 mythical animals. And plays Monster Hunter, but she's not in the V Hunter group. I have been realizing that, and this has been like, especially as I've branched out and been in some other discords, like the Scuff of Legends one, like a lot of people that I know from, like, I can't decide how, like, where I met people half the time. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I met all these people in V Hunters, and then there's some, like, I remember Rock, when he played with us, he had it looked like he had been in the V Hunters Discord but then left it. But then I've also seen him mostly on like I had seen him a lot in Splin streams. And so it's like one of those things where I'm trying to figure out who's friends with who and who I know from who. I've met half of them from V Hunters, and then there's a lot of folks I've met from V Hunter raids. Ah, okay. And that could be it. It could be just because I'm, you know, the stick in the mud over here on YouTube. That like, I don't realize how much better the networking is over there on Twitch. It always has me though, like hesitant on, excuse you. I'm trying to have a conversation here. And you think that you need to be a part of that conversation. Oh, now you're running away. Now you know you done messed up. You done messed up. I know there were like a couple people who had less than pleasant exits from V Hunters for one reason or another. And I know that sometimes, like, I don't want to step on toes if, you know, someone is friends with those people or friends with the people who were on the other side of that, you know. So you don't know nothing about that. You know what? That's probably for the best. I know I learned a lot from cryptic blue sky posts. And so I just never know, like in some situations, like when Rock had left the V Hunters Discord, if that was just for a reason or another reason. And I am the forever worried about what I'm going to say that's gonna like rub someone the wrong way person. So let's see, wood. You check out Blue Sky more. That's where I met everybody. I actually like on Blue Sky. So I had a Twitter for forever, but like I never found Twitter to be good for, you know, like actually networking or anything like that. And like the first week I had Blue Sky, I made several like mutual friends where we followed each other that have opened up a whole new world, because like that's where I met Hina and Nev on Blue Sky. And well, a lot of people beyond that are through Hina then, because she was friends with everybody, it feels like. Flint axe. I don't need a flint axe. What do I have? Is this a stone axe? I have a stone axe. Is flint for fine wood? I don't remember. Love some coal. Hina's post about V Hunters floated across Twitter and joined. Heck yeah. Hina has a terrifyingly wide reach. She probably heard me say that, and she's coming to get me now because of her terrifyingly wide reach. She's not coming personally. She's sending it. She's sending somebody though. Right, everybody that we've met there have been great for the most part. And like anything that I would describe as a non-positive interaction weren't like a negative interaction. It was just a, you know, like someone who I didn't vibe with to the point where I'd want to play a ton with. So it's been nice. Uh-oh, it's clouding up. Everybody prepare for me to get dropped from the stream in an hour when the EF5 hits me. Craft. Not yet. No storm, and I actually haven't looked to confirm if there is gonna be one, but it's like one of those things where it's been it's a lot warmer today. We're up to 81 now, it looks like, than it was previously, and like previous days, and I have a ton of wind outside, so I always assume, and that's usually how it goes. It gets warm for 5 seconds, and then we have a massive storm, and it's cold again. I'm in the center of the U.S., so you had a big storm. That's actually probably headed my way then. I have a friend who lives... I won't name states, but similarly, kind of middle of the country. And I use her and Splin as a reference When they have storms, I know I have storms coming. Although I will say in the last couple of years, Tornado Alley shifted and I'm no longer at the end of it. I'm near the, it goes above me now. So hasn't been quite as bad. Not even summer yet. Not even summer yet. But it's tornado season. Hey, Zero, how's it going? What did I say I was going to do? We beat the boss. We're going to sleep because it's almost night. But we are going to... I'm going to try and find that trader, and then we may switch to Pokemon. There are the canaries in the mine. Exactly. I had a friend like that lived about 5 hours west. Everything that rolled through her area always reaches me, and she'd give me the... Exactly. Exactly. I have a... I'm the early warning for by about 5 minutes for Biggles, who I talked about earlier in the stream, who hasn't been on my streams in a while, so you probably haven't met him or heard of him. But he lives on like the east side of the city that I live on the west side of. And I'm always like, he can hear the thunder through my mic and know that it's time for him to go like bring stuff in from the backyard and stuff like that. Okay, so they mentioned when we got near the dark forest up here, the bird came and accosted me in the darkness and mentioned that there was a trader. Which actually, before we leave, let's bring our money too. Storm we had yesterday snuck up on me. I was in the middle of the repo game. Man. I hate that. I hate that. I'm usually wearing noise canceling headphones. So I usually don't hear the rain and sometimes not the thunder. For me, it's always when the hail starts hitting my patio door that's like right next to me. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should check that out. Well, and like Midas, who you may have seen, I do Spooky Sunday with him, lives like a couple blocks from me. And he and I are forever, like when we're about to have a storm, you know, having that moment of like, do you hear sirens? I don't know if I hear sirens or if I'm just going crazy. We did have a really funny one though. I think it was after Spooky Sunday, maybe not last week Spooky Sunday, but 2 weeks ago, where we were talking after the Spooky Sunday happened. Him, me, and Izzy were all just hanging out in the voice chat afterwards in Discord. And there was like one loud clap of thunder and it knocked both me and Midas out. Killed both of our power. And we were presumed dead by the Kaiju VTuber. She was like, well, I guess this is a solo thing now. Okay, so we followed this ravine. Here's the land of boars. The real question is, do I dare, if while we're walking through looking for this trader, if I find like a mine, or not a mine, but a crypt, or whatever they are, do I dare go down into it knowing full well that I am dead if I do? Hey, back up. I warned him. I gave him ample warning. Just like I'm gonna give this guy. That was a warning shot. You win this time, dear. here. We know that the ravine's that way. Let's just kind of go and see what happens. Although, now that I think about it, this is all meadows still. Let's see what we find. Okay, so this is Black Forest. That's a troll. No, not like this. Will you guys be playing the Phasmo Easter event this Sunday? I bet we will. We're definitely doing the challenge, and I assume we'll do some of that. I haven't actually talked to them. Well, okay, so nobody shame me for this, but I haven't actually confirmed if we're doing Spooky Sunday. I will be streaming, but I haven't confirmed with everyone else if they are going to be busy with like Easter plans or something, because holidays to me aren't a thing until like my parents ask me if I'm planning to be somewhere that I didn't realize I had to be, because I'm a good son who remembers. But I at least will be streaming, even if I go to see my family. I mean, it's not too big of a drive for me, because I think that I'm supposed to be somewhere at noon, and it's like an hour and a half, maybe 2-hour drive for me back to here. So, you know, even if I stay till like 3 or 4, which is long for me. Me and big gatherings, eek. We'll see. Plus, I'll have my first day of work the next day, so my vacation is over. My vacation is over, and I have mixed feelings about it. If only I could have won the lottery, making it forever. I downstream. No, I couldn't do that. I've actually always thought that when like HoloLive members try and stream from home, I'm like, see, my family be yelling my name too much. Like, I could never. Oh God, I'm getting jumped. No, not like this. Ooh, box. I am excited though for the new apartment though in a couple of months too, because then I'll have an actual office that I can actually soundproof a little bit better, that I can actually set up things in. It'll be exciting. Until my neighbor is unbearable or something like that, which is like the new thing I'm convincing myself is going to happen. I've seen too many of those. What's it called? Will my office have a decoy crap? It could. I actually have. So funny enough, I have all of the PlayStation 4 controllers that I've ever had that didn't meet their fate on the floor, which is only like one of them. And some of them don't work because of like stick drift and stuff like that. So eyebrows. It could be. I was lucky in my last apartment. The neighbors were all pretty quiet until my downstairs neighbors moved. See, I have been okay here, although I did have one neighbor who had a dog that would do laps at some point, but they moved out before I started streaming. That was like, I've been at this place like 7 years. But I did, oh God, here we go. I got you. Somehow I could hear kids running around. How loud are your damn kids if they're running around on the ground floor? Or maybe it could have been in the second floor situation. Oh God, now I've done it. Oh no, and I'm out of stamina. Oh, this is it, guys. We're getting jumped. Throw rocks at me. Oh wow, how did I miss an entire group of... Please hold. Please hold. I have a great apartment story that I probably have told before, but not recently. From a couple places ago. Money. Wrestling moves. Oh, I bet those were some cool kids then. I'm just kidding. That's wild though. And I've never understood that as, I don't know. So like, my parents were very like, especially like going out to like restaurants and stuff like that, very strict about like behaving yourself and not being a nuisance for everybody around you. And so like, I've taken that probably a step too far in my adult life where I'm just like, you know, I try really hard to not be an inconvenience for other people and stuff like that and be quiet. Even when it probably would be appropriate for me to be, you know, not loud, but you know. But I have a great story from it was the first apartment I moved to after college. I lived with, my dad had to come down here for, during the week. He worked in an office downtown here. And so like he and my parents did not move, but he like got an apartment. He would stay with me during the week and then he would drive back up and stay at home with my mom on the weekends. And like he did that for a year, 2 years, something like that. You don't feel rested anymore. Same. But so he almost never experienced this because I swear this dude only went crazy on the weekend, which is mean. I should preface this where I say I think that the guy, I don't know if it was mental health issues. My hunch is that he came from, I knew he was a Chinese foreign exchange student, and my hunch was that he came from somewhere that did not have a highway right next to it, because that specific apartment was like right on the other side of like one of those like noise divider walls from a main freeway that goes right through the downtown of this area, right past the university. And so what he would do is at odd times of the night, like 3 a.m. to 3 a.m., he would punch his walls like angrily. And so like, I didn't know, it was like my first time living in, like, they weren't like bad area apartments, but it was like, you know, it wasn't campus and it wasn't, they were not super expensive places. So like I had seen like a lot of various things that I had never experienced before, such as like domestic disputes that the police were getting called for, and like somebody's car got broken into. It was the first time I ever saw that, and like stuff like that that I wasn't used to. And so this dude was completely, I didn't know what to do, because he would start like banging on his walls middle of the night, and like usually it'd be like once or twice, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. And he lived directly underneath me. I lived on the third floor. He lived on the second floor, and there was like a half basement floor. Gonna be AFK for a while. Sounds good. If I'm not here when you get back, look on my channel, because I'm planning to start Pokemon Ruby again after this, like immediately after this, but I'm gonna do it in a different stream rather than this. But I don't know how long it's gonna be, so check when you come back if I'm not here. But yeah, so it was like the guys across the hall were super friendly. The people across the hall down were super friendly. Exactly. Not the, it wasn't like, yeah. I'm trying to think how hood adjacent I grew up, because I wasn't hood adjacent where it was like bad, but like a good 10 blocks where I grew up. 10 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a little more than that, was the hood from where I grew up. Anyways, but then, okay, how did this go? So the first interaction where I talked to this guy, my old roommate from college had to come back for something to do with the university, and so he like slept on my couch for like 2 days or something like that, and we had the good times of being roommates again for a weekend or something like that, or a couple of days. And while he was there, we really aren't going to find this dang traitor. Maybe there wasn't a traitor in this forest, and the bird was just telling me to look out for it. We like, while he was sleeping, it was like 3 a.m. and this dude like, he was banging, but then he had one bang that was like so forceful that I like physically like felt myself like bounce slightly in my bed, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go say something to this dude. We're gonna figure something out here. And so I went down with my roommate, knocked on dude's door. He did not answer. Knocked on dude's door again, and then we stood outside his door and listened to him call the police on us. And tell them, you know, there's a white guy and a black guy outside my door. I don't know what they want. And like saying things. And so we went back upstairs, and, you know, like, well, the police are coming. The police are coming. And I'm gonna have to, you know, talk to the police when they get here. And so they came, and they showed up, and they tainted my view a little bit of my city's police before my city's police decided to really throw that out the window. When like the dude, like, then the police officer knocked on this dude's door after talking to us briefly, and the guy answered the door and asked the police officer to come like look in his apartment, and because he was hearing waves in the wall was what he was saying. It was some machine, and he was hearing waves in the walls. And so the cop's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I can come in and look. And the cop goes inside, and I just hear the cop go, "You putting all these holes in the wall, son?" And I was like, uh-oh. So that night ended. Whatever happened, I don't know how long it was the second time I had to experience him. But on the bottom floor of like 2 underneath me, underneath this other neighbor, lived a, oh god, where was he from? Like Morocco or something like that. He was super friendly, but he didn't speak great English. And one day he came up, and we heard him knocking on this dude's door. And this was the first time that my dad was actually like in town for it. I remember because I was playing Destiny at the time. And so I was just sitting there. I hear this knocking, and basically water is coming through the ceiling down to the first floor, or the bottom floor. And so our furthest down neighbor is trying to knock on this dude's door to say, how are you getting water through, like, to the bottom floor? And dude is not answering. And so, you know, like, I told him, like, oh, if you need anything, you know, good luck. And my dad had woken up at this point, and it's just like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, well, they're knocking on, apparently there's water going through the floor. And he you know, like, tells me that, like, if the police show up, wake him back up, because he doesn't want this guy from Morocco to have to try and have a conversation with the police in our area by himself, without any, you know, anybody there to help out, maybe vouch for him, you know, whatever. You never know. Good old, you know. So the police do show up, and we talked to this guy, and it turned out that the basement floor guy had called our emergency maintenance, and it was actually a really cool apartment complex, because he saw me. No, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. I am fragile. You wouldn't come out here. Okay, maybe he's killing the gray dwarfs. Or maybe not. Or maybe they're fine, because the only thing he wants to kill is me. I freaking hate the trolls. I hate the trolls, because you always think you got away from them, and then you've never gotten away. They just, like, show up. But yeah, so police show up. Emergency maintenance had been called, and he had heard a concerning noise when he opened to check this guy, like, did like a check for this guy and see why the water's running. And he heard crackling from one of the bedrooms, so he like called the police because he thought the guy had something to himself in the bedroom. But all the sinks were on, the shower was on with the shower curtain removed, and like everything was like overflowing, and the guy was nowhere to be found in the apartment. So the maintenance guy, they had one maintenance guy for the whole apartment complex, and he was like super friendly. He was an awesome guy. He used to be a social worker, and he knew like everybody, like one of those guys who like knows every resident on like a first name basis and stuff, and you know, knows what's going on with you, where you work, stuff like that. And so he had us like go in and like see the place. And when I tell you this guy had put holes in every single wall, there was open food that was rotting all over the kitchen and all over the living room. Like all the furniture was busted. The crackling noise that they had heard was in the bedroom underneath my parents' bedroom. He had like a futon and he had a mattress up sideways. So it was like long ways into the air, almost touching the ceiling. And he had speakers, one that was sitting on top of the mattress pointing towards the ceiling, and another that was sitting on the ground next to it, that were full blast but unplugged, so it was just like, you know, stereo static. And it was wild. It was wild. Apparently they moved him out of that unit. They didn't evict him, but they moved him to one of the bedroom, the one bedroom units that was like right by the main office. And my hunch, based on him saying like waves in the wall, and this is my, you know, after the fact thinking back to it, is I'm wondering if he had nowhere with a highway, because like at night, you know, there's not a lot of cars coming on the highway, and a car coming and going sounds like a wave, like it, you know, like the sound gets like louder and then falls later. So that's my hunch. Or he was just having some sort of mental health crisis. But apparently he was great in the one bedroom. Like he was a great tenant, never had any issues. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad that he had his moments next to me. There's some wild stories. Only crazy neighbor story I have is when I went train surfing with a neighbor. Oh God. That's dangerous. And I know that because I grew up at a place with a lot of trains, and that was like one of the first things that they had like a PSA about in my elementary school. Granted, it was a long way for me to get to the trains. But yeah. And I've never looked back. I have moved further away from campus and the downtown area ever since. And this next apartment that I'm moving to is outside of the outer belt. So I'll be amongst the... I'm trying to find a way to not say I'll be amongst the white people, but that's what I think of as this suburb that I'm going to. Which I've seen too many of those like crazy neighbor story like TikTok series with like, you know, people like beefing over like where the property line is and stuff like that. So I'm like, that's what I'm preparing myself for now. Time for potlucks and casseroles. No! Somewhere out there is a person making a podcast about their old neighbor that keeps talking to himself about outside. Oh no. Oh no. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. I did in my first apartment, so in college, while we're talking about neighbors and my concerns, Another thing I'm concerned about is my first apartment. So when my first year in college, they didn't have enough room in the dorms, which is hard to explain as to why without completely doxing what college I went to and where I currently live, kind of. But it was like, is this even... It was a branch campus. I think enough colleges have branch campuses that this isn't too wild. So not where I live currently, but elsewhere. And so I got an apartment there my freshman year. Didn't live in the dorms at all for my college experience. I lived with roommates in an apartment or by myself in an apartment, which, you know, I have been told is a blessing. Made it hard to make friends freshman year. But something that I hated there and that I'm a little bit worried about here in this, like, moving now is, well, damn, y'all, just jump me again. I'm just trying to find the dang trader, and you guys keep showing up in numbers out in the forest waiting for me. But my neighbors smoked in that apartment, and the like the HVAC and stuff was all connected to an extent. And so, like, specifically, like, my alarm for a long time about when I woke up was when, like, they'd have, like, their first cigarette at, like, 9 a.m. and there was a vent that blew directly onto my face in bed. And so I would just have cigarette smoke smell just directly blown onto my face, like, every morning. And that was how I woke up. So I'm hoping for not that again. And the only reason that, like, that memory came back to me is while I was looking at apartments. The current place I lived, I checked out their 2-bedroom, like, townhomes, for which they're asking for, like, $500 more a month than anywhere else that I can find, which is wild to me. But, like, the unit that they had me check out, like, reeked of weed. So, you know. No, not like this. Oh God, I got gooed by the poison smoke. Okay. There's gonna be a trader here, and I'm gonna be able to seek refuge in his bubble of awesome, right? I'm not just gonna get trolled out in the woods like this. Okay, see, I don't like seeing those things. There's enough of those spawners. Ow, you threw a rock, hit me in the temple, dude. Not cool. Most universities have temp housing for dorm transfer that looks like army barracks. See, I wish... So the place that the branch campus I went to didn't have dorms themselves. They had, like, an apartment complex that they had bought. And they then accepted too many... I mean, it's a big university, so they accepted a lot of people. Who knows? I joke when I say, like, I'm not gonna dox myself or something. I guarantee you, if somebody had watched all of my streams, they could geolocate me. I'm like Splin. I'm out here dropping too many breadcrumbs throughout the years. Not as bad as Splin though, because allegedly he's dropped, like, full name and everything. But which I have as well. Thank you, PlayStation. Anyways, I don't know if we're finding this thing. I might switch to Pokemon. So, like, my ankle. Because I don't know if we're finding a, oh wait, no, that's wind direction. Such a concern for me as someone genuinely wanted to know. I worry someone could piece them together. It does. I mean, so it's like one of those things where, like, Splin and I have both joked about this, and I kind of think this, but at the same time, you know, I know that, like, there are some people out there who could potentially. But, like, I know that Splin and I have both joked that, like, we live in major cities. If you really wanted to find us, well, congratulations, you've done a lot of work. Because even if you know where I live, that's a needle in a haystack, it feels like. But I know that there are some, like, there's that one dude who has the TikTok account who, like, all his content is him finding people, and it's like him hearing, like, a train in the background, and that means there's a railroad crossing and you can see the moon through the window. So this is the date it was posted. That means the moon was at this height, which means like, that scares me. We know you went to school on the moon, but we don't know which side of the moon. Exactly. Someone has to be really invested, you know. I mean, they gotta watch. Exactly. Dig around. Well, and my fear is because like a lot of mine, like I'm pretty sure I have gone back and edited every VOD that PlayStation has doxed me in. I'm pretty sure. There are a couple from years ago. There is one friend who refers to me by my state. So like that's out there. I haven't played with him in a while, but that's probably the easiest information to dig up. The Destiny days indeed. I don't know if I have gone through and deleted all of the Xbox doxing me once, because that's harder to know, because like PlayStation it's like, oh, you changed your controller, oh, you hit start or whatever. Xbox is like you hit the pause menu and you didn't realize that it was cycling your real name, your email address, and your gamer tag in the top left hand corner because somebody at Xbox is stupid. Unless I travel, I won't post pictures from my area. I do that too. Well, I don't post. I mean, nobody cares where I go. But like if I send something, it's usually after I've left that area. The only people I've ever sent vacation photos and stuff to are Izzy and Midas. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that they cared, and they know me personally and, you know, have potentially an investment in my well-being. How great would it be if the trader was like, did that tree just shrink in front of me? Did anybody else see that? Am I the crazy one? I wasn't really looking. Made it sound like not even your family cares about a vacation. I mean, you know. They accepted long ago that I'm not a pictures kind of guy. Ow. Did I hear like... I thought I heard like a boar or something get hit by that arrow. I don't know. Oh god, no, it just wanted to kill me. We're almost home. I could eat another bite. Oh wait, I'm across the river, aren't I? Or whatever, the bay. And I shouldn't pretend like I'm a strong swimmer. Oh god. I'm not gonna lie, the swimming in this game causes me anxiety. Because your stamina bar goes down way faster than I like expect it to ever. At the kneecaps. Super drowning skills. Exactly. The health is the real difference maker. That's how I get to that mysterious big island in the distance. I will have to see if I can find time to carve like a full playthrough of this into my schedule. Because it does look, when I said at the beginning, it does look like there are two more bosses, which probably means 2 more biomes than when I played last. So I'm gonna have to do that. The real question is when. Because as I like to say, the bloodlock persists. So that's happening forever. Unless this is the run. Which this is the run until we stub our toe, and then it's not the run anymore. And especially now, with me going back to work and not being able to stream 2 times a day, 4 times a week. You know. Let's see. I am going to... What is it? It's 4:07. While I am here talking, I'm going to post the room for the Pokemon stream. Because I want it to be a separate thing. But it's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm going to stay seated here. I'm just going to plug my controller in. Reuse settings. I hope I made a thumbnail. What's a good title for a stream? My daily concern. Blah, blah, blah. I hope I made a thumbnail. Did I make a thumbnail? Hi, Windows. Thank you for dinging. I did make a thumb. Return to Ruby it is. I'm not gonna lie, we were rolling last stream, so let's hope the Zenlock continues. Next. 4. Was it 408? That's right. I have to go look to see your thumbnail. I have had the hardest time for Repo specifically. That and Monster Hunter have been really hard to make thumbnails for because Monster Hunter has like the same color palettes for everywhere. Like everything in the plains looks gray to green. Everything in the forest is green. Everything in, you know, it's all like, I don't know, nothing pops. But let's do this. Let me do this. Oh God, I'm clicking things. Actually, I didn't mean to click the Nuzlocke tracker, but I'm gonna need that. All right, I'm gonna post the link because YouTube doesn't let me raid like Twitch does. I'm gonna post the link to that next room, and then, but it's basically gonna be, I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna get like a drink, and then I'm gonna start the next stream. So it should be right here. Sort of recreated the word art from the OG title. Oh, I need to remind me at some point. I have Izzy or Belle, I'm not used to calling her Belle, found a some pretty good assets for Repo that I've saved, so I can send you those. They're pretty good for thumbnails and stuff like that. And I think I have a transparent PNG of the title, of the Repo title, too. But I've got several of those too. I have a Monster Hunter one too if you need one of those. So just let me know. But I will see you guys in 30 seconds. I'm going to hop over there. Remember what you said. I'm going to keep the chat open here so that I remember what was said. And I will be ending and starting my next stream. So, bye. I'll see you there.